Good morning, everyone. My name is Fatma Muzo from Solar Sister, Tanzania, and my colleague is...
Good morning, everyone. My name is Neha Misra from Solar Sister Everywhere.
We are Solar Sisters.
We are democratizing light by tapping into the largest source of renewable energy in the world. That source is woman power. And thank you. And because we are solar sisters, we really like high energy. So may I request you to play with us? And when I say solar, could you please say sister? Solar.
Sister.
Solar.
Sister.
Solar.
Sister.
Okay, great. That was Solar Sister Trilogy. So I just need my clicker. Great, thank you.
Yes.
So why we are here is because energy poverty has a female face. What is energy poverty? Energy poverty means that people do not have the most fundamental access to energy they need to live healthy, prosperous lives. The female face of energy poverty means that if energy poverty was to manifest here as a person, chances are that that person would be a female. Chances are also that person would be a female of color. So here this photo has a woman with a kerosene lamp, which is the way a lot of people are still in 2018 getting light while we are ready to send space tourists. So it gives me goosebumps every time I say that. What that means is that women and girls around the world are using dangerous, harmful, expensive kerosene for getting light. It means that houses have ticking time bomb of kerosene tadobas, small Campbell's soup can-like cans from which a thread is hanging in between and kerosene is filled, which explodes often, and it causes a lot of fire burn injuries. It also means there are many, many cases of food poisoning because kerosene mixes into food, or a child who sees kerosene in a Coca-Cola bottle thinks that, oh, it's Coke, let me just drink it. And Fatma has a personal story with her son of something like that happening. Female face of energy poverty also means that women in labor around the world go in labor at night because labor doesn't announce that it will come on time or come during daylight. And it means that when they do go in labor, they do not always have access to safe light, which is needed for safe delivery. It means that midwives do not have charged cell phones so they can respond to emergencies in time. Female face of energy poverty means that girls get left behind in education simply because there isn't enough light to give them an opportunity to catch up on studies. Female face of energy poverty also means that girls and women spend hours every week collecting firewood from longer and longer distances because forests are disappearing, and because of climate change, because of just massive utilization, exploitation of our natural resources, because people do need to cook, they need to eat. And they're doing that at increasing risk of sexual assault as they're walking longer and longer distances. Female face of energy poverty also means the physical burden, literally the physical burden of carrying the firewood and making sure your family has food to eat every day. I studied physics in my undergrad, so I love Newton's third law of motion. Every action has equal and opposite reaction, and I think it also applies to much of life. It also applies to development, in that every problem has a solution within it if only we would look closely. And that's why, because energy poverty has a female face, energy prosperity also has a female face. And we want you to leave today with the faces of energy prosperity. We want to show you just few of the faces of Solar Sister entrepreneurs, 3,000 strong, across Africa, who have brought clean energy to over 1 million people since we started doing this in 2010. So here, these are just few of the faces of energy prosperity. This is what last mile distribution of energy looks like. So I want to ask Fatma. Fatma, how did we do this?
Okay, so how we do this is through recruiting women to become solar sister entrepreneurs across rural areas and the areas which are not accessible by electricity. We also provide training to all those women to make them confident in business and technology, and to help them to help and support their business to succeed. We also provide coaching and organizing them into sisterhood groups, which is a kind of our culture, and which help and make them work together. And on top of that, we provide ongoing support, which includes providing them marketing materials, which we call them business in a bag, and delivery of the solar products wherever they are.
So what does this mean for healthcare? Why are solar sisters here? What it means for healthcare is that we are powering many, many community healthcare workers like solar sister Valentina, who I met in Haidom, Tanzania. She is a community healthcare worker, and when I asked her, Mama Valentina, what does it mean for you to be a solar sister entrepreneur? What is your favorite part? She said, Neha, when there was a difficult labor in my community, I got a call at night. The child was not coming out. I reached there with my Solar Pro light, and I helped with the birth, and pop came the baby. So she said that's what having light means to her. In this photo, she is standing with other midwives and local community healthcare workers who can also now have light and connectivity so they can improve their lives, earn an income, and also really facilitate the important healthcare work that they are doing. I don't speak Spanish, but I have friends who do, and my friend told me that in Spanish, the word for birth and light is the same, luz, and I think that's beautiful and magical and poetic because birth should not happen in dark, and we really want to change that. Also, what our work means for healthcare is that we are making women safer. In 2016, we partnered with the International Center for Research on Women, and their research in Tanzania found that having light, having an opportunity to earn a livelihood through Solar Sister, it literally means that women feel safer. And how powerful is that?
Okay, yeah, to support women's health, we also do power health centers, like how, taking example of that one, it's our Sota Health Center in Tanzania Lake Zone, of which we powered the bigger solar system, which could run the ultrasound, could keep the storage of vaccine, and they can do operation. Before, they only had to work for 12 hours. They could not operate at night, but since we powered that health center, they could now work for 24 hours and provide services within 24 hours to save people's lives. And also, we power the hope and resilience for women and other people, taking example of that woman with the headscarf, Monica. She is our entrepreneur, but she's also an HIV survivor. She had got discouraged with her life, and she said, I'm going to die soon. But since she joined Solar Sister, she could now earn income through solar lantern business, and she can get the balanced diet. Her health has improved, and she's now confident. She's a strong businesswoman. Yeah, and one of our top performing entrepreneurs and top successful entrepreneurs are nurses. And I'll take example, one of that one is Esupati. Esupati is the nurse, and to get more stories from her, I would welcome you to view this video show.
Mimi naitwa Esupati Abraham Materu. Naishi hapa Kimandolu, Arusha, lakini nafanya kazi kama muuguzi katika kampuni ya Tanzanite One Merirani. Pia mimi ni mjasiriamali wa Solar Sister kwa miaka 3 sasa. Mwanga ni muhimu sana kwa vituo vyetu vya afya, kwa sababu sehemu nyingi hazina umeme, hasa vijijini. Niliwahi kufanya kazi Babati vijijini, na watu walikuwa wanaumwa, ilitokea kipindupindu. Kwa hiyo nilikwenda kufanya kazi kule na umeme hakuna. Kwa hiyo wakati mwingine mafuta taa yakiisha, kabla sijayanunua, inakuwa shida usiku kufanya kazi. Tunapowatibu wagonjwa wenye kipindupindu, tunawawekea drip kwa sababu wameharisha sana. Inatakiwa kuwa na mwanga kwa ajili ya kuwawekea kwenye mishipa. Kwa hiyo tunahitaji mwanga mkali. Ingekuwa kuna sola miaka hiyo ya nyuma, tungeweza kuokoa maisha ya watu wengi, lakini ilikuwa shida, na tulikuwa tunatumia mafuta ya taa na wakati mwingine ni shida. Kwa hiyo natamani tungekuwa na sola wakati huo. Nimekuwa nafanya kazi katika kampuni ya Tanzanite 1 kwa miaka 8 sasa. Umeme upo kazini. Katika Tanzania sasa hivi umeme umekuwa ukikatika mara kwa mara, na unaweza kuwapo kwa masaa 10 tu au masaa 12. Masaa mengine hakuna umeme. Kwa hiyo kwa kampuni yetu tunatumia generator, lakini kwa sehemu zingine kama majumbani, wengine wanatumia vibatari au taa za chemli, lakini kwa wengine wanatumia sola. Ninaweza kusema kwamba mwanga wa mafuta ya taa ni mdogo ukilinganisha na mwanga wa sola. Kwa mwanga wa sola ni mkubwa kama umeme, na ndio maana tunafanya bidii kuwatangazia watu habari ya sola, kwa sababu inaleta mwanga mbadala kuliko vibatari na chemli. Kwa hiyo ningetamani kwamba kila hospitali, kama hakuna umeme, iwekwe sola. Kama ningeambiwa nishauri serikali, ningeshauri kwamba sehemu ambayo haina umeme ingewekwa sola. Inasaidia kuweka mwanga katika mazingira ya jamii.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
At the end.
So that is us. We are Solar Sisters, and we wanted to end on a note of poetry and an invitation. I'm a poet as well, and it makes my heart sing to see art and social change come together at IntraHealth, which I have not seen anywhere else, and want to pick on a theme from the first session this morning. This poem is called Construction, My Kind. Construction, my kind. In a time of walls, building bridges. So I hope we will continue to build bridges at IntraHealth, not just for our work, not just geographically. We are working in Tanzania, we are working in Nigeria, I'm in DC, I am Indian, and, but also across sectors. We come from energy sector more than we do from health sector, and we want to learn from you, we want to connect with you. If you work in Tanzania or Nigeria especially, and you work with community healthcare workers, we want to bring them economic opportunity and light and connectivity. So please find us. We are easily findable by virtue of our colors.
I'll be moving around everywhere to find partners.
Yeah, so thank you so much. And Fatma wanted to do this on stage, so if we may.